Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MMORPG, where we are currently, there they are, following a party in the level 6 dungeon area to a paladin, a hunter and 2 mages. Heavy DPS, that is for sure, but will that be enough? Let's find out. One mob is going down. Not targeting the right one. They should have targeted the one closer to them, but hey, it's just normal mobs. Well done. The first treasure is yours. Just a little incentive that I placed extra because not enough people were going for this dungeon. I think this is the 3rd, maybe 4th party in total that visits it. And I'm a bit annoyed by it because I had high hopes for this dungeon. And there they go. Off to another adventure. Skip the autosave here. I really like the health bars. Ooh, surprise. Surprise was just around the corner. But luckily it was just a normal zombie. Nothing to worry about. We're getting into the next group of monsters though. A large group of skeletons. Well, 1 down. 2 down, 3 down, 4 down. Oh my. Only a single of our guys got hit. That is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. So far, fairly easy. A fairly easy dungeon. I'm rooting for Sky. Alright. Second small loot chest secured. Now I think it's up to the bosses, right? There's something hidden in the sand there. Be careful, guys. Well, whatever it was, it's dead now. We could add more mobs here, maybe. We're passing a side room. Blowing up a zombie first. No threat, no threat. These are simple zombies. I like the ceiling. I like the way it looks. It does have a bit of a dungeonish vibe to it. Alright, there's a big room. Is it a big room? Can't see from here. Oh, we're going for a key. Guarded by a group of skeletons. Shouldn't be a big issue. The key secured. Oh my god, are you just gonna... Okay. For a moment I thought they were just gonna grab the key and run back. Like, not caring at all for the, Interesting. For the treasure chest, but that is not the case. Really weird skeleton that I could select it. Okay, so we have a key. Let's go back to the normal camera for a moment, so we can speed things up. What will you do with it? With the key, you're going over here. So you're a bit more scared of the spider boss. Let's go back to cinematic view in the Temple of the Damned. Are you? No, 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 no. This is a terrible idea, mate. The paladin engaged on his own. 2, I think. He's enraged. Poison Cloud is gonna be deadly without proper healing. One mage is down. Was that Sky? Yeah, of course it's Sky that's dead. But we did kill the boss. For the loss of a single DPS. One boss down. Quite a bit of loot, but... that Axel was a very bad decision. In essence, you got one of your mages killed. Now, we're currently over here. Devastating attacks. Oh. Oh damn, they move into the... oh, that sucks. Who survived? Someone survived. Donkey and Axel survived, so 1 DPS down again. Okay, I'm not a fan of this construction, I gotta change that. Autosave, okay. The mage finally decided to become active as well, blasting away. Self-heal from the paladin. Will it be enough? The paladin is badly poisoned. It's enough, alright. Now, into the greenery. Remember, there is a big spider, but there are also 2 small spiders here. 3 small spiders. Well, make that 2. They're easy to kill. Okay, that is good. But you didn't kill them. And they will add up with their poison. Oh yes, Axel is down. And Donkey, 8 hit points remaining. Donkey is down. Spider boss is simply at first stage, but it's the first win of this boss. The first time a party actually reached the spider boss. Which is cool. That said though, I gotta shut down this dungeon. There was something I had to modify. God, what was it again? There are not enough mobs, right? Let's make the groups in these hallways a bit bigger. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Dungeon operational again, with increased mobs in the early stages. But as you can see, history, that was only the 3rd party that entered this dungeon. 1 boss down though, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm gonna unlock PvP, I think. For the next batch. Do I have anything yet? No. Are people asking for it? No. They're asking for NPC types and new region. Okay. In that case, let's get a... I think the region is more useful. So let's save up for a new region, shall we? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. We have gathered up $65,000. We're about to unlock a new NPC type. So let's start preparing the next zone. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? Or at least it will be. Region level 7. Oh my. And well, let's start on the terrain first, because I don't want this to be a desert and snow. No. Then again, no. Rather than deserts, we'll have a field. Rather than ice, we have a chasm. Rather than a pine forest, we have normal forests and mushroom grove mountains. Apply. Now, that's a nice chasm. That's a very nice chasm. A very nice thing that I have planned here. How am I gonna get here? I think it's just gonna be a jump, a flight path. Because this area here, I fully planned on making this the quest hub. Or at least a large part of it. I'm gonna start that off with a proper palisade city wall. This will be a very large city. This will be the inner city, I think. Then we have an outer city part where we will find ruins, death, destruction, and yeah. A raven. Doesn't really matter, right? Yeah. A raven will connect the area up so it is reachable. I'm gonna add the respawn point, but I'm not gonna add the inns yet. Magical starting point. Oh, that is so nice. Because we have the magical places to revive. There's one revive point here, and I will add another revival point here later on. But I'm gonna focus on this bit of the questing area first. The magical landmark, the magical tower. We'll go over here, and we're gonna drop immediately back to the paths. So we can open that up like so. Good enough. We have... Well, the inn is not usable yet. A new NPC type. Ready for deployment? Good. Ooh. Here's a bit of a backlog here, it seems. NPCs. We have 3 new NPCs that we can use. A sage. Hold on. Yeah, that's the thing. The sage, it would be just like a wizard. I'm not a fan of that, although it's a simple change, right? We can make you have like a yellow outfit. I mean, that works. Okay, seriously. Idle, thank you. Head adjust up a bit, scale it up even more. I mean, it does work. However, I want that hat. I want to scale this one down a bit. It's not really the right hat for an elf, is it? I mean, something like this. Is oddly enough a lot better already. That is a bit... no. That is the smallest hat we can have for this. What are you? A chain? I'm not quite sure about that one. If I do that, down, scale you up a bit, down even more. No, doesn't really fit. You're pretty much the same, aren't you? But different. Okay, hey, this... we're getting somewhere here, I think. We're getting somewhere. We could just... yeah, we could go with the cowls. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That is the one we need. An elven sage. No rage. Lots of mana because it's an elf. You have 4 abilities already. That is odd. Not the greatest abilities, by the way. But you don't have to be, right? You don't have to. It's an NPC after all. Okay, so we have an elven sage. Gonna unlock another NPC. The elven knights. Not even looking at the rest. And the third one. Ooh, that is perfect. Elvish archer. you will use those. The left arm is an arm with a shield. That's actually pretty cool. However, whoa, yikes. Praying mantis. Oh, that is better. Yeah, can do, I suppose. This one, right? Yeah, that one. Okay, there we go. So, our little sage, the Elven Knight, and the Elven Archer. Still need to do the hair, though. Although the bright white hair does look cool. Or we could go, you know, we could go crazy. Bright red hair. Sure, these are red-headed elves. They're elves but redheads. Twice as scary. And I'm going to, even though they're not finished by a long shot, I'm going to export the 3 models because I like them. So I'm saving them for future uses. Now, let's get a little path going. We're preparing an autosave. So-ish. Okay. That's the first bit of the city. At least the roads. And the second bit of the city. Like so. I like it. I like it. Now, buildings. This is where the fun begins. Let's start off with the inns. The Magical Tavern. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. want 2 districts for that. I want a magical... Oh, God, love it. I love how they keep using the anvil as a base for the structure and then doing something weird with it. Compliments to the designers. I really do like it. I'll place a blacksmith there, and I'll place a blacksmith here in the broken zone. Ooh. A nice potion shop. And a second potion shop. Yeah, it's gonna be a big city, folks. It's gonna be a big city. It's the magical market stall? Oh God, no. No, 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 no. This is not a magical market stall, my friends. We're going with the elegant ones. Otherwise, it's just no. No, that card is no. It's a nice model, but it doesn't fit the theme. We'll add one just because I want to add one, but let's add one over here. A bit hidden away, I suppose, or maybe the first thing you see, I don't know. No need for starting points and respawn points we already have. We already added the magical landmark. Dungeon exterior. I do want to add a dungeon here. That is huge. No, 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 no. We'll just use a default one. Like over here. Set it up. Belarus. The Belarus Catacombs. It's a level 7 dungeon. I broke my rule, like having it every 2 levels. Level 4, level 6. I should have one at level 8, not at level 7. Should I delete it again? Let's just keep it. We've built it now. We're gonna stick with it. Congratulations. Okay. Now, the moment I add the magical inns, this zone will become operational. I don't want that yet. I can slowly continue to run the game, though. And we are having a kobold problem here. A larger group of undead zombies are over in that section. Obviously, this is all the work of the ghostly necromancers. Bloody lag. Bloody autosave, but I really need to save it. Okay, the necromancers. And I guess we can add some skeletons here. In that section of town. And because we haven't seen them in a while, a large group of tortoise has been let free into the city as well. We gotta use the mobs we don't use all the time, right? Like the crocodiles. Over here we can have a crocodile hunting quest. We can have a spider region over here. I'm gonna spend time on this region, folks. I'm gonna spend time on this region. The sea creatures are over here. Not too many, just a couple. And I guess we'll add a large bear zone over here. Tell me. Monsters. I could do with extra monsters. That's 20,000 though. That's most of the money that I have in reserve for this build. Yeah, let's not. Because this is going to be an expensive build either way. Because, hello. Oh yes. Buildings in that zone. Come on, I saw and you turn blue. There we go. Zone. Like, yeah, 20,000 credits remaining, and it's just, you know, building houses currently, each house costing 1,000. We're gonna make this a bigger one, though. Wrong button. There we go. Oh yeah, this is looking lovely already, folks. This is looking lovely already. However, we are running low on money. We wasted 30,000 credits on this, so far. And we're not done by a long shot. Tell me, what are you? No. No. Although they do have something elvish over them, right? Okay, you will do. 0.6, 0.4. And it's a lot cheaper than building those houses. Now, the reason why all the buildings are still shimmering is because I haven't added any grids yet. So this entire sector, this entire zone is offline currently, essentially. There we go. That's enough trees, I think. Let's get the grass going. Let's not overwrite everything, please, Kay, thank you. $3,000 remaining. 2,500. I guess I have to pause the build to actually start saving up money again. That is a bit annoying. But we're gonna need at least another 20, 30,000, I think, for this. I kinda underestimated the amount of money I needed for this build. So yes, I see you guys in the future. Okay. We got some money, so we can continue building up. Well, not much. I can place 7 houses. Gotta make them count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Scheduled server maintenance in 40 seconds. Well, minutes. Let's do that. That is a nice tower. I like that. 16. One, two, three, 4. Come on, I need one more house. Alright, server maintenance is a go, ladies and gentlemen. And we're ready to release this zone as well. It's connected up. Quest givers have been assigned, more or less. Let's see, 20 minutes. How is the... Pardon me, that's not the Game Masters. Don't care. There are still a fair few bugs around, but can't really do anything about that. $13, $12, $11. Ladies and gentlemen, version 1.12 is a go. A new region, Belarisna, with a magical art theme, with elven characters running the show. That can't be good. Yeah, look at that. All quests, all trainers have been corralled by the elven guards. I don't like this. What are they up to? Let's find out together. Version 1.12. A large city. New art theme, magic. New NPC type, Elven Sage. NPC type, Elven Knight. Yes, look around. Very good, very good. And elvish archers, whose hair is about the same color as their capes. Nice. That should help in getting things going, right? I mean, people must like that. Yeah, new NPC type down to 13. Yeah. A lot of people want new player classes, new monster types, new tech. Yeah, I agree. Want that too. I'm broke. But now more and more people will join, will get in here. There really needs to be... Well, there is a quest giver there. Hold on. You. Yeah, I told you, move. Gotta move you to this side of the building. So new players actually see you. Some guys are grinding crocodiles. That's fine. That's a nice grinding zone. Well, not really nice, but it will be nice. Leaderboards. Of course, is something we have currently. One of the richest peoples. Jesus, that is a lot of gold. Oh, I really like the leaderboard. Highest level. Yeah, okay. There's one level 8 guy. Bzzzt. Let's see. Most of the people on the leaderboard are not online. Just a single person. Aaron. Let's see. Are there any other names that I recognize? I don't think so, right? Aaron again. Erwin. Pardon me. Yeah, not on there. But, oh, look at that. They used the road. Nice. I like the leaderboard. Did not know it was an actual thing. Scenery is really nice here. How's it looking here? Alright, first bits and pieces are coming. It's a slow process, okay? Oddly enough, this is a very nice looking area. Yeah. It's a bit empty. For now. For now. The moment a new day dawns, we'll get some real extra money. Jesus, the first level 8. We have not even finished the level 7 zone. It is a nice looking zone, though. And I think if I grab a tree, because I broke down some trees earlier. There we go. Credits. Okay, a little bad start. After all, let's pretend they can bring in food. Although I suppose we can add large fields on this side of the town. Having a town without fields just makes no sense, but first let's finish the town. It's a shame we don't have a broken fantasy set, so you can't say like, okay, I have a fantasy set and it's intact, it's snowy, it's broken. And have that with all sets. Yeah, let's wait. We get 3,000. That's not really much, is it? We're only halfway through the day. We won a couple of awards, apparently. I really don't care about the awards unless they give me money. 3 regular game boosts. Regular game. Ah, okay. It's like, ooh, we got a new update. So join, people, join. Best visuals and best quests are very useful. Although the best quests are... I wonder how it's calculated, let's put it like that. When do you get these? I have the feeling... Yeah, most people are still level 2, but level 3 people are increasing. Do you see that? It is increasing. Zika boy is offline. Can't tell him to go online. He's a level 1 wizard. Not quite sure why he's on my favorite list. A level 2 elf ranger. Whoa, what was that? I think that was the icons of these people here. Or people running around my screen like that all the time. Oh yeah, my Priestess of Myra, level 2. Did not start leveling further. It's a casual player. Or it was, I don't think. Yeah, addiction -3. We are up to 5,000. Rating is decent. Got a bit of negative buzz going on. I suppose people are dying a lot. Yes. Where are people dying? In the inn? Don't want to know what kind of food you're having then. Monster deaths, player deaths. I find this to be reasonable. Sorry. Not impressed. Of course the spiders here are a problem. People are dying here. That is... here? How the hell do people die there? People are dying to some gnomes, goblins, kobolds, that was it, kobolds, I remember. Okay, this is a zone I'm not familiar with currently. Well, I'm familiar with the zone, but... again, these are kobolds. People struggle with the kobolds. Why are they struggling so much with the kobolds? The kobolds have a DPS of 4.3. I mean, let's take a look at the boss, at the mob DPS. 3, 2, 1.5, 4. 3, 3, 3, 5, 2. So yeah, let's take a look at the kobolds first. Let's lower that damage quite a bit. Going down to 3.3 DPS, that is better. Well, the sea creatures, they may hit hard. I don't care. Alright. I mean, it is giant sea creatures. They were supposed to be like big, evil stuff. 7,000 credits, and it's almost done. We got quite a bit of text done by now. Look at that. Yeah, we really need to unlock the Arid pack, I think. There, the coastal... I knew there were boats. They've moved them to the coastal pack. I knew they were there. Huh. Because, you know, in all honesty, I wanted to make this a coastal village. the starting village, but yeah, couldn't find the boats. I was like, I remember boats, right? I wasn't sure, but yeah, now I am. The fun thing is, this flight path goes over the tier 8 zone that I will build at some point. $22,000 credits in stock, ladies and gentlemen. Credits, dollars, things. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 broken buildings there. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The broken city. Couple of intact buildings in between and at the edges. There. And that was pretty much all the money I had for the day. Back to the scenery. A purple flowers, yeah. If I overwrite, will that remove the buildings? No, good. Because I want some flowers there. I want a nice flowery patch over here. Yeah, that's fine. I want another one on this side. Like so. Kill the tree. It is a big tree. I don't want the big trees, I want the slightly smaller trees. Okay. Slowly things are getting better. Let's go here. Is there anything here that is new? I don't think so, right? No. But let's add a couple of crates here and there. Make things feel a bit more alive, with materials being stored everywhere. Another one there, and there. Well, someone is up to something with those crates, that is for sure. A couple of big crates. I suppose. A graveyard is necessary, even in a town. Hay supplies are being stacked up here. I have some cots. trading posts. Now, we already have carts with fruits and other things near the merchant places. Oh yeah, look. We are slowly improving the looks of the city. Okay. We could just go with a giant ass tower here. That's not though. It's this tower. You can't make it bigger, can you? No, don't think so. The Tower of the Lords. I would very much like NPC 1. Elven Knight. Pause the game for a moment so I can actually select you. There we go. That way people will also use these houses. Of course, a person can buy one of these houses. I think that would be fun if you actually could. Like players could rent these houses for gold, for real life money, you name it. Damn. I like this city. I mean, yes, it's not very busy right now, but it will be. I mean, it's only level 7. It will get busy. Okay, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, comes an end to this episode. We build up our little town. Next time you see the town, take a good look. Next time you see it, it will be finished. I will add stuff in this outer rings. I'll clog things up a bit more, build up the outer layer here of the city. So I'm gonna do that off screen to save some time. So see you guys next time, and until then, take care.